In today's video, I'm sharing with you what's in my bag winter edition. Let's get right into it. Okay friends, I am back with another edition of what is in my bag. I didn't realize this was going to end up being a series, but it turns out I have another bag to share with you. I got this one for Christmas. I'll get into it in a second, but I have also been switching up the contents of what's in my bag. I didn't anticipate that, but it turns out that that's a thing, and I'm just classifying it as a winter edition because we're in the midst of winter and it seems like I switch things up every season, I guess. But let's jump right into it, starting with the bag itself. So like I said, I got this bag for Christmas. It was on my wish list for a while, and I got it from Ian, and it is this beautiful bag right here. It is from Madewell. It is the Madewell Essential Bucket Tote. I hope I said that right. And the color is in chocolate raisin. So you can see that it's definitely a nice brown color, but it has just a subtle hint of red, which I think is really nice and special and stand out about it, which I love so much. It is made out of 100% leather, so it's something that's going to last forever and is something that needs to be taken care of. So I have already given it a clean down before I did this video, and I'm really excited to keep it forever and ever because it's really special. And I also love that it is a little bit more on the formal side. So whenever I have to do interviews, which is something that I have to do these days, I have a really nice fancy bag as opposed to something that's a little bit more casual to use. Another thing I really love about it is the handle here. You may be able to see that it has a buckle on it, and it is adjustable. So I have it on the longest length right now, and when I have it on this length, I sling it over myself like this, which is really nice and handy, so I don't have to worry about holding it or making sure it slips off of me. But I can also adjust it to be super short, and I can sling it over my shoulder, or I can even sling it on my forearm, which was really helpful for me yesterday when I was in New York City. I did a New York City vlog. You'll see what I mean. But my bag was really heavy, and that was a good relief because it wasn't dragging on the floor because the handle was too long. So overall, I really love the bag so far. I definitely do recommend it, especially if you're looking for some form of work bag. I will just say it doesn't have much or any compartments in it, so you do have to fill it in with your own compartments or little pouches, bags, things like that, which you will see right now as I jump into this. So let's get into the contents, and everything in here is mostly everything that was in here for my New York City vlog. Not everything, but most of the things. So starting with this, I'm gonna put the bag on the floor. I have my iPad in here. I brought my iPad because my laptop is quite heavy and I did anticipate doing work in a coffee shop. So I went with the lighter option, which is this iPad. This iPad is really old. It is from 2015, I think, and it just has like a folio kind of cover on it. And I love the cover because you can turn it into a stand, which I think is super cool and useful. And then it also has a space for my Apple Pencil in the case, so I don't have to worry about whether or not I brought my Apple Pencil. It's always attached to the iPad and everything in between it. Love this. Love that it's light in comparison to a laptop and that it fits in the bag very easily. Okay, moving on to a little pouch. This pouch is from Baggu, and it's actually an eyeglasses pouch, but I do not use it for that. I use it for a camera. So this camera is the campsnap camera. Think of it as like a disposable camera, but you don't need to take it somewhere to develop any film and you don't get physical prints out of it. It shoots like a disposable camera, but then you plug it into your computer and then you can export the images from there. You can share it on social, whatever you want to do with it. And it has a really fantastic filter on it, so it looks super nostalgic. It's so much fun. It's really nice for events, hanging out with friends, things like that. And so I definitely recommend this thing. It's also really cute. I've gotten a lot of compliments on this whenever I pull it out in front of my friends. So it's really something nice, worth it, and it's a pretty good price as well. I think it's $49.99. Okay, speaking of pouches, let's move on to this giant pouch that I have in here. And I used to use this smiley face pouch. I had it for a while now. I used to use it for my Nintendo Switch, but I don't really carry my Nintendo Switch anywhere with me, so I didn't need to keep it in a pouch. So I'm using it now for my medications. And I've talked about this last year where I need to be with this at all times, 24/7. It needs to be with me, and that is my nebulizer. And so that's what this is. This is my nebulizer, and it comes with a few other things. So that's a nebulizer itself, but it also has this attachment. This is where I inhale from for the nebulizer. This is the medication, which is another little pouch that I have in there. And then I have 2 chargers in here. So the nebulizer itself is battery powered, but just in case things go wrong, and it has happened before, I have backup chargers that I can plug into it and it still works that way. I have a big one, which is pretty much foolproof. This one is like really, really good, even though it's heavy. And then I have another one just in case that one doesn't work, and it's a really small one. Sometimes I use this for my phone as well. So it's just nice to have 2 of them in the event that I need to charge my phone and I need to use the nebulizer. It's just a backup for a backup for a backup, which I am learning I absolutely need 100% of the time. And then another backup, I have my emergency inhaler here as well. So that is everything that's in the little pouch, and it's quite heavy, but you know what? It's the one thing that I have to have in my bag at all times, any bag, no matter what time of day or year or month it is. But since we're talking about smiley faces, I have another smiley face thing in here that's so funny. This you may recognize because it's always in my bag. It's always been in my What's in My Bag videos. I got this for Christmas at a Secret Santa at my former job a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, and it's one of the best gifts I've ever gotten because it's so practical and useful. It's a baggu, and it's a tote bag, like a shopping tote bag. It's so light. It's really nice that it's compartmentalized like this. It's actually a pouch. So you can open it up, and then the tote bag comes out like this, and you can fold it up really nicely, which I think is a lot more convenient and nice and less heavy than standard like cloth tote bags. So I really, really love this one, and it has to go with me everywhere because I live in New Jersey and you don't get bags whenever you go shopping and stuff. So it's really handy. It's useful. A lot of people compliment me on this as well because of the cute smiley face design. Love that thing. And then I have, I think, one more pouch in here. This also used to be used for my Nintendo Switch games. And it is a vegan leather little pouch. And it's magnetic, so it has like a clasp like this, very easy to open. And I just have medications in here, little bits and bobs. I have some mints in here. I have my face mask in here, just little things that I don't want flying around my bag. So I put it in this really convenient pouch, which is nice. And I should get the other one that I have because it came in a pack of 2. Because I do have some things flying around in here, which I will get to in a second. But before I do that, let's talk about this camera. I have a camera in here, and this is straight in my bag because I was vlogging all day yesterday. So my New York City vlog, which you will see very soon, or you've already seen, was filmed using this camera. It is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. You may have seen other creators with this camera because it's one of the best, if not the best, cameras for vlogging. And I got the creator combo, so it came with a bunch of add-ons such as this tripod at the bottom, which makes it really easy for vlogging again. There's an attachment at the bottom to attach the tripod, so there's that. And then it has a case, so this is the actual camera, this is the case for it. And then this is the actual camera. You can see it's super small, it's on a gimbal, it's so, so cool. I have a little charm on it. I got this charm from another Secret Santa gift thing, which I think is so cute. It's a little fishy. I think it's the most cutest thing. But yeah, it has this. It also has a magnetic little lens to make it wide lens. There's such cool things about this camera, and I love it so much. And this is why it's so much more convenient for me to be vlogging these days, and why I want to be vlogging more because I have access to this. And then I also has this microphone. The best microphone I have ever used for anything. I use this microphone to do all of my ASMR videos, if you were curious about that. But yeah, a really handy thing that I had in my bag yesterday. I don't always bring this around, but if I know that I'm going to be vlogging, it's in there, of course. Now, back to the little bits and bobs. I will just say that this bag, I think I mentioned it earlier, it doesn't have compartments in it. It doesn't have like lots of pockets and stuff, so you have to have little pouches in here to make sure things aren't flying around. Unfortunately, these things have been flying around, but that's fine. I'll probably get another pouch soon. But these things are a lipstick. I don't really wear lipstick often, but I had an interview, so I brought this with me. It's from Glossier, and the shade is Fuzz. It's like a mauve-y kind of color, which I think is really nice. And then I have a lip balm. My favorite lip balms are the ones from Rhode. This is the Cinnamon Roll scent, and I believe this is her 2024 birthday scent. It has like a nice glitter in it, like a gold glitter, and the shade is just a very subtle brown, very subtle. It's not super, I don't think it's even tinted. It just looks like that, and it smells like a cinnamon roll. I really like that. And then I have a travel perfume. This one is from Glossier. It's their original You scent, my favorite scent ever. I can't really find another scent right now that I love more than that one. And then I have this tiny pen that's as small as my hand. It is the Uniball 1, and I love that it's tiny, fits in my bag really easily, and it looks cute because it has like this neutral color. And then I have this compact. I thrifted this compact a couple of months ago. I was in a thrift store and they were having a sale, and there was a whole display for just compacts, which I thought was really cool. And this one stood out to me because of that beautiful pearly design. Absolutely stunning. I think it's called Mother of Pearl, and then it's gold everywhere else. And when you open it, oh my gosh, this just happened. This just happened because I checked it before I did this video. The mirror came out. It's not the original mirror. The original mirror that was in here cracked, and so I replaced it with this mirror, which is a brand new mirror, and I glued it. So it should have stayed, but it literally just broke off. So I need to fix that. But I have this in my bag for the purpose of it being a really good mirror, as opposed to using the reflection in my phone, which is never actually useful. And then at the bottom, if you don't know about compacts, you can open this like that. And there used to be a powder in there, but I think what I'm going to do, based off of comments that I got on my TikTok, I'm going to put oil blotting tissues in here. I think that's super smart and convenient. And so yeah, that is the compact that I need to fix now that I know that it literally broke right before I started filming this. Anyway, moving on to the last things that I have in here, I have my wallet. This is just a card slot kind of wallet. I got it from Etsy. I don't really carry cash with me, so I don't need an actual wallet. And then I have my planner journal, my Paper Republic journal here, which you all know I absolutely love because it's nice and compact. It's small like this pen. And I have my planner, my sketchbook, and a plain notebook in here, so I can do so many things in just this very compact journal. And then there's just one tiny little slot in here that you can fit immediate things. And what I have in there is hand sanitizer. I need to get a new one because this is running low. I have my passport because I do not have a license, so that's my form of ID. And then I have my glasses cleaner. This one you can hook up if you want to, but I don't usually do that. And it's in a little pouch, which I love because if you know anything about glasses cleaners, it's attached to it. If you know anything about glasses cleaners, they get really dirty and dusty when they're flying around in your bag. And so because this is in a pouch, it stays clean forever. I've had it for so many years and it's never gotten dirty, which is great because it doesn't dirty my glasses when I need to clean them, which I do need to clean my glasses right now. That is everything that is in my bag at this given moment. I hope that was interesting. I feel like there are so many more things in here than just a few videos ago when I first started doing these videos, so I hope it was interesting. But if you have any questions about anything that I talked about in today's video, let me know in the comments, and I will also try to link every single thing that I possibly can in the description box as well. But thank you for following along this little series that I didn't intend on doing. It has been so much fun to share what is in my bag, and it's come a long way. I had a really, really tiny Lululemon belt bag at first, and now I have a full-blown bag full of stuff. I never used to be a purse person. I used to just bring my wallet around with me and then have Ian hold it for me, but now I have an actual bag with things, mostly because I have to bring my medication with me, and I just ended up filling up my bag with things that are actually really practical and useful, and I love that so much. Thank you once again, and I will talk to you in the next video.